Morning, 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 sexy pants. Hope things are good with you. You're looking awesome. I mean, my God, you're looking really awesome. Have you been lifting things? I can tell. Enough weirdness. Let's talk about something personal, business-wise. Anyway, let's talk about something that people often don't talk about. A problem I've been seeing with service providers, business owners, course creators, all these kind of keywords that I should be using a lot more, is this idea of the offer. And most people are probably 80 to 90% there when it comes to creating an offer that their audience want. They know most of it, but they're missing out. Most people are missing out on one little idea. It's not an obvious one, but it's one of those niggling things. It's like getting a splinter. You know, it doesn't feel like much, but it just throws off your whole day and you're just aware of it in the back of your mind. It could be the one thing that's holding you back. So if you've got an offer at the moment and it's not converting as well as you'd like, even if it's a free offer, stick around because we'll look at the offer in detail and make sure you've got all the elements, because there might be, this one thing that I'm going to talk about might be the thing that's holding you back. So before we get into talking about it, we need to kind of, lay the foundation for what is an offer. Because I don't want to get stuck in definitions or anything like that, but for the purposes of this, let's just assume an offer is they do something for you or give you something and you give them something back. That's as woolly as it comes, but it covers any kind of offer. They pay you money, you give them your course. You're a 5-year-old kid in school, you give them your dinner money, they don't bully you anymore, that kind of thing. So let's just use that as the basis of the offer and let's talk about this. So one side of the offer, the stuff you do for them as a business owner, the thing you give them, that's the features and benefits. And I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. But just to cover the basics, the features are what you give them and the benefits are why they should care. So your instant download Beginner's Guide to Spanish course, that's a feature. Instant download Spanish guide. The benefit is, you can take this on holiday with you. You can use it from any device in the world. You don't have to pack 17 DVDs into a special case or look after them. You can use it anytime, any place, anywhere. It's at the touch of a button. That's the benefit. If you've got a child's gym set in your lounge, then the feature is that your kids can have unlimited amount of play on it. The benefit is, in one click, it folds. You go under the couch, so you don't have to Simone Biles your way across the lounge in an evening to watch Emmerdale. That's the benefit. So it's this kind of thing. But we're not going to look at that because most business owners have that down. That's not the main problem. The big problem is the other side. What do they do for you? What do the customer need to do to get that offer? And the problem is, most business owners think in terms of price. And this is the main consideration. In fact, probably for most people, it's the only thing they think about. They create a course, now they've just got to find that perfect price point. And it's this idea that price is the only thing that matters that business owners focus on, and it could be the one thing that's holding them back, because price isn't the only thing that matters, because there's something else your customer needs to do to access your offer. I mean, I'm not being building curiosity there. There's something else your customer needs to do. So if they want to access your course, they've got to download the program. They've got to create the space on the hard drive. They've got to go into it every single day. They've got to find the time to do 30 minutes of Spanish every morning to do it. So there's two things your customers pay you when they buy your product. They pay their attention and their time, and they pay the price. So we need to focus on this element of time as well. How easy is it for your customers to access your offer? Because, and I'm going to use the example of mine in the moment because it's something I struggle with as well. It's something to constantly bear in mind, because it's all well and good saying, I've got a free offer, it's a no-brainer, or it's at this price point, it's a no-brainer. But that's not the case. There's a lot more that goes into it. So let's use me as an example. So at the moment, there's only two things you can buy from me at the moment. One or two offers I have available. One is a freebie for my Google Drive of Awesomeness, and the other one is a copy consult for an hour for 99 quid. So let's use the Google Drive of Awesomeness as an example, because I think that'll be the best one to highlight. Because when I first created it, I fell into this trap of it's free, it's a no-brainer, why would you not sign up? But there's more going on here, because I could say to you, Oh, there's 61 email prompts just waiting for you there. It's a year's worth of emails. And if you want them, go to insertgaghere.com/email. That's insertgaghere.com/email. I could do that and say, well, why aren't people signing up? Because it's a no-brainer. But if you think about what's involved there to access these free email prompts, so firstly, somebody's got to give me their email address. They've got to find the time to go on my website, click a link, give me their email address. Then they've got to go to their inbox. They've got to find the welcome email with a link to the Google Drive. Then they've got to go into the Google Drive, find the doc, maybe download it. I don't know. Then they've got to look through the document. Now, there's 61 email prompts in there. So they've got to devote some time to try and read through those, find out which is the perfect one for them, maybe plan it out, copy it across, those kind of things. For a free thing, even saying it out loud then, it sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it? So this no-brainer idea of email prompts, there's still a lot of effort and time that the customer needs to do to get it. Now, I could save them time by emailing it to them and make it a complete template and say, here, send this. That would cut down the amount of time. There's a few reasons I don't do that, but I won't get into that here. But it's this idea that if you think your side of the offer is free, you're going to struggle. It's all right saying free rectal exams this Thursday, but don't expect people to show up because there's a lot of stuff, mind and physical, that people are going to have to do to take advantage of that free rectal exam. Can't believe I've said the word rectal on this already. So that's what I want you to think about. Think about, when you're thinking about your offer, don't just think about the price. Think about the hoops your customer is going to have to jump through to take advantage of this offer. If it's a lot of hoops, make it worth the trek. But also, if it's a lot of hoops, think about how you can lessen the effort, how you can make this a concentration/effort no-brainer as well as a price no-brainer. Make it as easy as possible. Now, it's not the case that every single offer should be easy to access. Some should be difficult. And you could make the argument that high-ticket ones, you want people to jump through hoops because you want to weed out the people that aren't going to take action. That's fine. But what you should have, when you're thinking about, and if you've got funnels, this is probably a good example as well, rather than just thinking about, well, I need a $7 product, I need a $27, then I need a $95 upsell number one, then I need a $195 upsell number two, rather than thinking about just in terms of price, think about in terms of having offers with varying degrees of effort required to action. Because people will pay to get the good stuff faster, easier, and they'll pay for that. That's what they're paying for. But some people will also want to go through the mire and go, right, okay, I'm going to put some effort into this. It's a challenge. So if you're creating a course that is going to be a lot of hard work, maybe you want to make it hard to get on it because you want people who are going to be action takers. You don't want people just to buy and not do stuff. So you're setting the scene. So think about that when you're creating the offer. Yes, do the features and the benefits, but when you're thinking about your side of it or what they're going to give you in exchange for this, think about the price, but also think about how easily accessible it is, how much effort they're going to have to expend, and how many hoops they're going to have to go through. Have offers with various amounts of concentration, effort, and you don't want to make it all your offers like a total wipeout course. Some of them you just want to be like a downhill ice slope, that kind of thing. So mix it up a bit, and if you've got an offer at the moment that isn't working, that seems like a price no-brainer, have a look at the amount of effort they have to go through to take advantage of it, because that might be the one thing that's holding you back. So, hope that's useful. Have a good day.